Today I'm going to discuss about a particular video, about a particular topic which will be a great help, not as an individual to a particular group of people. It's beneficial for each and every citizen of our country because everybody is working for the growth and development of the country. Therefore, it will be a great help, and it will definitely we should definitely be aware of this kind of things, because if any country is progressing, it's not progressing only because of the country's policymakers, only because of the leaders, only because of the great politicians. The country is progressing because of the hard work and dedication of the citizen of the country, because the citizen of the country, they are directly working for the growth of the country. So it is going to be our prime responsibilities to know what are the rights and what are the duties of us as a citizen. Since 2020, today I'm going to discuss about the tax expectations. The tax expectations from the government, specifically in this budget, Union Budget 2022. We all are expected a lot regarding the tax slab rates and regarding the deductions, but nothing happened. Today I'm just going to discuss what are those expectations and what are the outcomes what we get. Since 2020, the COVID-19 epidemic has wreaked havoc on the paid workers. It's not been easy for anyone, neither it's for the businessman, nor it's for the salaried employees, nor it's for the daily wage workers. Everybody suffered a lot. Lots of the job cuts are there. Lots of people just lost their jobs. Lots of families suffered just because of this pandemic situation and gone through a very hard days. So, what are the expectations normally we have when we heard about that budget is coming out? We heard about that this time maybe the government is going to give us some benefits which will reduce the burden of us. So what are those expectations we had before budget? We had specifically 5 expectations from the government before budget. That is, reduced income tax rates, increased exemptions and deductions, allocated work from home allowances, defined taxability of interest on the PF contribution, and extended deadlines for filing revised tax return. Up in this, 2 things, the last 2 points what I just have mentioned, government has given a good narratives, and some of announcements are there regarding the last 2 points, but the rest of the 3 points, nothing happens like this. Reduced income tax rates. So first of all, we need to understand what are the income tax rates in our country. So I just want to give you a short brief about the tax rates and the slab rates. That is, income tax slab 2022-2023 still now, that is up to 2.5 lakh. If your gross income is 2.5 lakh, up to 2.5 lakh, then the tax rate is nil. Up above 2.5 lakh to 5 lakhs. Okay, the gross income means the gross salary and then the deductions. Okay, after deducting of this, what will be the salary? Upon that, you just have to pay this. So you just have to pay this tax according to that. So above 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakh, 5% of the total income, that is more than 2.5 lakhs means if your income is 5 lakh, what is the tax you have to pay? Up to 2.5 lakh, it's nil. It means that 5 lakh minus 2.5 lakh, it's 2.5 lakh. And up in that 2.5 lakh, you just have to pay 5% tax, which is rupees 12,500. Talking about yearly basis. 12,500 will be your tax. Then the next slab is above 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh. The tax rate is 10%. 10% of the total income, that is more than 5 lakh. 5 lakhs and 7.5 lakhs What is the difference between this? It's 2.5 lakh. So this 2.5 lakh you have to pay 10% tax, which is around 25,000. And for the 5 lakh, how much you tax already paid? You just have to pay 12,500. Means if your salary is 7.5 lakh, then your tax will be 25,000 plus 12,500, 37,500. I hope it's clear now. The next slab is 7.5 lakh to 10 lakhs. It will be 15%. It means that up to 7.5 lakh, what tax you have paid? You paid 37,500. Now, it's already there. Now, what is the difference between 10 lakh and 7.5 lakh? It's 2.5 lakh more. So, this 2.5 lakh, you just have to pay at the rate of 15%. Means you have to pay 37,500 more. So, if your taxable salary is 10 lakhs, then what is the tax you have to pay? You have to pay 75,000 tax. Now, coming to the next slab rate, which is above 10 lakh to 12.5 lakhs. That is at the rate of 20%. It means that up to 10 lakh, how much tax you have to pay? You have to pay 75,000. So 75,000 is there. Now the difference. Now we have to calculate the difference. 12.5 to 10. It will be again 2.5. So this 2.5. On this 2.5 you have to pay 20% tax. Means 50,000. That up to up to 10 lakh you paid 50,000 plus you just have paid 75,000. Now the rest amount is 50,000. It means that 1,25,000. It means that if your taxable income is 12.5 lakh in a year, then you have to pay tax 50 plus 75, 1,25,000. Now the next slab rate, which is 12.5 to 15 lakhs, it will be chargeable at the rate of 25%. Up to 12.5 lakh, it's been already cleared. You just have paid tax 1,25,000. Now you have to calculate the difference between 15 lakhs and 12.5 lakh. It again comes 2.5 lakhs. In this 2.5 lakhs, you have to pay tax at the rate of 25%. Okay, I hope it's clear. It's now comes to 62,500. 62,500. So up to 12.5 lakh you paid already 1,25,000, and now this rest amount 62,500, 1,87,500. It means that if your net taxable income is 15 lakh, then as per the tax slab rate you have to pay tax 1,87,500. The last slab rate is if your income is above 15%, then you have to pay tax at the rate of 30%. Okay, now it's clear. Up to 15 lakh, you paid the tax 1,27,500 plus. If your income is 20 lakhs, let's see it. 15 minus 20 minus 15, 5 lakh. Up to this 5 lakh, you have to pay 30%. It means that it's around, how much it is? 5 lakh into 30, 1,50,000. So the total amount will be 1,87,500 plus 1,50,000. I hope it's clear. 2,37,500. So this is the tax slab rate which has been followed, which we need to follow, which have to be followed, and there is no change in this particular tax slab rate. It is just as same as it was. There is nothing has been changed, and it has been just same. So we can't hope anything more. It's the reality, it's the fact that government has not changed any kind of slab rates. And coming to the point of exemption and the deductions factor. So we hope that the standard deduction under section 80C, that will be increased from 1.5 lakh to 2.5 lakh or 2 lakhs, but nothing happens like that. It will be just same. We also expected that under section 24, we are hoping that the interest on home loan, which is now up to 2 lakh, we get the deduction. That will be 2.5 lakh, but still it is the same. It's up to 2 lakh now also. in case of section 80D, I just have mentioned that it is 25,000 and 50,000. And the senior citizen, we expected that in case of the senior citizen, the medical, as per the growing medical expenses or increasing medical expenses, the standard deduction will be increased from 50,000 to 75,000 in order to boost the participation in the medical scheme. But still, there is no changes in this. It's been the same. There is nothing change happened. These all are the things that we are expecting, but nothing has been changed in this factor. Okay. We are expecting that there is a work from home allowance should be declared by the government under this budget. Okay, the government will introduce an additional deduction in the form of work from home allowance and keep it tax free. As you are aware, because of the pandemic induced circumstances, for over 2 years, many employees have been working from home across different business, with many organizations opting for the hybrid working model and even announcing indefinite. So, employees would be relieved if the tax authorities granted an additional deduction of work from home allowance up to 50,000. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's been cleared that we are expecting that as most of the employees, specifically in the IT sectors and all other sectors where work from home can be a great option, from the last 2 years after the pandemic hits, we all followed this particular concept, which is work from home. And there are lots of things employees has to incur by itself, like the internet expenditure, like the computers, laptops, tablets, and like the furnitures, these kind of things which previously we are using in the office enterprises or under the entity of company. Now we all have to manage it by our own selves. So we are expecting that a work from home allowance should be provided and that should be declared under this tax, under this budget up to rupees 50,000, but nothing happens like this. There is no such specification, there is no such mention, nothing has been mentioned in this. So the last two things, that is the taxability, interest on PF, Provident Fund, declare the interest on employees' yearly contribution to Provident Fund 2.5 lakh as taxable. Now the request is that government increase the limit of 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs. And the extended deadline for revised tax return, yeah, this has happened. Now we get a 2 years time span, that if something wrong, you filed a wrong return, then you just can file the written, that is, okay. Therefore, the due date of filing the revised tax return should be extended back to 12 months from the end of the Indian fiscal year. This has happened. You get 2 years span of time to make it revised and then to file it. So, government will give you the benefit only where government will get a benefit. It means that if you are not filing tax return properly, if you are not submitting your tax properly, then it will be a loss for the government. Therefore, government has given you a deduction, a little bit deductions. It means a little bit extension of the deadlines, but in no other way government gives you any other benefit. So specifically on the taxing point of view, it's not actually up to the mark. We not get anything better or anything worth from this particular Union Budget 2022. Though the Union Budget 2022 covered so many different areas, which may be a great hope for the future, which may be a great welcoming step for the growth of the country as a whole. But as the point of view of the taxpayer, we won't get nothing much from this particular Union Budget. So this is all for the tax slab rates and the expectations what normal taxed salaried people are having from the government. I hope I tried to narrate a little bit a particular manner, and hopefully it will be a great benefit to you as well. This is all for today. Hope you all are fine. Take very good care of yourself, your finances, your relationships, and your own happiness. This is all for today. Take care, all of you. Love you all. Bye.